Jesus says this in John 8:34. He says, he who sins is a slave to sin. So he wasn't experiencing freedom. He was experiencing bondage. Freedom was at home. Freedom was getting everything he needed. But what he thought is, I can do whatever I want. But when you do whatever you want according to what your flesh desires, you always end up in this place. This is what his independence and this is what his freedom has led him to, serving pigs. It was all fun and games a couple months ago before I ran out of money and the famine hit. And here I am. Maybe I should have stayed home. He remembered home. Home is where the Father is. So when he finally comes to his senses, at home, the hired servants at home. I'm a hired servant in a distant land, but at home, they have enough food to spare. But at here, I'm dying of hunger. And he begins to think about what he would say to Dad when he gets home. I'll go to him and I'll tell him, man, I blew it. I sinned against you. I sinned against heaven. Dad, can I even call you that? Can I even call you Dad? Will you just let me kind of come home and, you can put me out back where all the servants live and I'll stay there. I don't have to have my old room back. I mean, his motivation is his hunger, and I need my dad. Beloved, this is the beginning of understanding the gospel, is that you need Dad. You have a hunger that you can never fill, but Dad's got plenty to fill your hunger.